Hi, it's Andy the Mackem Jag. Looking forward to discussing all things Partick Thistle. An apology first of all, it's not the usual background flag. Mrs Mackem Jag, during one of her routine house tidies, has made it disappear, although I'm sure it will turn up for the next game when I manage to get up. The flag you see in the background will be adapted for next season. It's a big flag, but whether I'll get away with what I'm planning to put on it, I suspect the Scottish football authorities may well have different views on that one. I've just finished reviewing the footage of yesterday's game against Dunfermline at home. Unfortunately I couldn't make it up. I'm sitting here in pretty much in agony at the somewhat of the bad back, so unfortunately my travel plans were curtailed. Interesting viewing. I'm not quite sure what to make of the result. I'm probably even less sure about the position that it leaves us in, having just reviewed the fixtures that we still have left. First of all, the game yesterday. I would argue that at the end of the day that was probably a fair result. I'm appreciative of what Gary Caldwell said about how after the first 20 minutes we probably were the better team. I wouldn't disagree with that. I would say that overall I did feel that the better chances did fall to Dunfermline, and certainly by half time, had they picked up any one of the other chances, it probably would have been game over. It was good to get one goal back. It was a deserved goal. Yes, it was an own goal, but had the guy missed, it was a sitter. It would have been in the back of the net. So well done, Jags. You know, you got a goal back before half time. The equaliser reflected the poor defensive play from both sides. There's no way Scott McDonald should have got that ball in a million years, and I'm not surprised the Dunfermline players were sort of heads in hands thinking, what the hell happened there? Because I'm not quite sure either. But goal's a goal, and it dragged us back from the depths, and we picked up a point which could become a very crucial point with the last few games coming up. In terms of the goals we conceded, it's becoming pointless saying it's shambolic or a disgrace. It's the same mistakes every time. We tend to lose the ball cheaply somewhere in midfield. We're very susceptible to quick counter-attacks, especially through the middle, and it just appeared to be, you know, a plethora of Dunfermline players who were unmarked. It could have gone to anybody, would have ended up in the back of the net. To be honest, both the goals were very poor from a defensive point of view. You know, at the end of the day, Gary Caldwell, you were a Scotland defender, you played for Celtic, you played at high levels. Can you just do something in training that's going to get this defence sorted out? It's quite worrying to think that, you know, the last two home games, it's 4 goals conceded. I think if you're going to get out the hole you're in, the hole we're in, then we need to be looking towards our home form, not relying on away results. On the other hand, it's 4 points at 2 games, and I think most clubs in our position at this time of the season, if they had 4 points from 2 games, yeah, be fairly happy with that. And I'm not overly disappointed because it was a really good result last week. To back it up with a draw, albeit I do feel it's an opportunity lost, it's not the end of the world. I think both teams yesterday needed a win. We needed a win to sort of close the gap on 1 or 2 teams above us, really put the frighteners on them. And Dunfermline, if they were going to have any chance, they needed air to lose. They did. So that part of the job was done for them by Cali, and obviously needed a good result themselves. So I suspect they're feeling quite disappointed with that. But at the end of the day, you know, we finished with a real flourish. We had opportunities to win the game. You could argue before half time they had better opportunities and perhaps should have been more than, you know, 1 goal clear by half time. So all in all, probably a fair result for both clubs. I've just checked the run-in. It's worrying. You look at the fixtures. Who would have thought Alloa would have won their last 2 games? Ross County at home and then Falkirk away. Now I know Falkirk are near the bottom. I appreciate that, but you know, you compare the size of the crowds, the amount of money they spent on the team, the wages they pay. Full-time club, professional club. Alloa, yes, very much a professional club. I'm not knocking them in that respect, but you know, a team of part-timers, very small crowds, go to Falkirk and they get their 2nd win in a week. The team that I keep hoping will slip up and you know, guarantee at least 2nd bottom, are just not slipping up. It's just not happening. And worrying thing is we've got to play them at home, and with Sonata in the form he's in, the defence at Partick, the form that we're in defensively, dear me, I'm just not really sure how that could go. It's a game where I don't think a draw will be enough for us. I don't think it'll be enough for Alloa either. so it could be quite an open game. We've got other games. We play Ayr United twice. I feel that we have to win one of those games, whether it's the home game or the away game. I feel we have to win one of them. That's just becoming crucial now. Increasing that final game against Queen of the South could have a huge effect for both clubs. Ross County away, really seriously going to get something from that? I don't think so. We just seem to have a terrible time when we go up there. I don't know whether it's the journey, I don't know whether it's a mentality thing, it's Ross County. We just never seem to do well. Dreadful result there last season when they beat us 3-0. Similar time of the season. I think their late goal on Friday will help us in the respect, because it kept the gap quite big between them and Dundee United. I did catch some of that game, and to be honest, Dundee United threw away, I believe they've thrown away their opportunity to go with automatic promotion. So Ross County away, if we can even get a point there, I'd be very pleased. Ayr United away, again, you've got to be looking to try and get something from that game. Queen of the South, we're every bit as good as Queen of the South. It's two poor teams this season, and I just hope it doesn't come down to them having a particularly good goal scorer, although saying that, Scott MacDonald is probably the outstanding forward in the league at this moment. I don't think there's a better forward in the Scottish Championship. He's a very clever player, he's scoring goals for fun, link-up play is brilliant, and he really could be an absolutely crucial player for these last few games. Alloa at home, we've got to win it. Ayr United, home or away, one of those, we've got to win it. Queen of the South, I feel we've got to win that one as well. So the Ross County game is the one where if we can get something, I would consider that a bonus. Although good enough, they didn't look particularly good against Dundee United. They haven't played brilliantly recently. Alloa managed to beat them. So it could well be, it's been a tough season for them. They're tiring. They've got enough of a gap. As I say, I don't think that's going to change. And we've got to go there with the expectations that we can get something from the match. It's going to be tough though. So beat Ayr United, beat Alloa at home, which I think is the crucial game. Beat Queen of the South away, and none of those ties are going to be easy. I'm not assuming we're going to win them, and I'm not meaning that disrespectfully either to my own club or the opposition. They're going to be tough games. There's so much at stake. But a defeat against Queen of the South at Alloa, I just dread to think where that would leave us. We could still finish bottom, and that's a horrible thought. So onward and upwards. There's a lot of teams scrapping about in the mix. It's been a very poor championship this season. It really has. I think the top four are pretty much the top four we're going to get, and very much in the order we're going to get. I can't quite see Dunfermline catching Ayr. I think Ayr will just have enough, but I just hope they don't make the points by beating Partick. That's the only concern. If they are desperate for points, if Dunfermline are within a couple of points or 3 points, then Ayr United will have an awful lot to play for, and that would worry me. So fingers crossed, 3 wins, a draw out of the last 5 games would be tremendous. 10 points I believe would take us over the line. There's so many teams that are so close this season. There's nobody's cut adrift. There's no bottom 2 that seem to be set apart from the others. So there's an awful lot to play for, and I just hope upon hope that we do not face the absolute agony that would be a second relegation. So come on Jags, it's 4 points, let's look at the positive, 4 points out of 6. That's not bad. Okay, you replicate that for the rest of the season. We're staying up. We can rebuild in the summer. We can have a think about what we do next season. And as I've said before, anything less than the top 4 next season, I personally would be quite disappointed with. Okay. So as always, thank you very much for your time for watching. Any comments that you want to provide, absolutely brilliant. Just a final thing. Well done Livingston yesterday for the draw to Celtic. That was quite an achievement. So well done on that. So. There's proof that a team can get up from the Championship, can hold their own, and make a season of it. I'd like to think that will be us the season after next. Okay, so it's farewell. As I say, Mrs. Mackem Jag will track the flag down and it will be on display. Thank you.